We're back. All right, so now what we are going to do is we are going to shape the loaves. And let's just be honest, this is the scary part. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it works and sometimes it just doesn't work. It's all right. It's fine. It's just pretend. Okay, so I just want the smallest amount of flour on my surface because I don't want a lot of it to get into my dough. And then this is what it looks like after having been proofed for 4.5 hours. I turned it twice. Remember, I did it after the first hour I turned it, and the second hour I turned it, and then I left it for 2.5 hours so it could double in size. So now, you gotta be careful. You don't wanna deflate it. So I wanna very, very gently encourage it to come down onto my countertop. And I'm using my little scraper that just helps it. Now this is where I wish I had maybe a little bit more oil in my pan, you know. It's all a learning process. I've been making bread for, I don't know, maybe 4 years. And I really would love to have somebody tell me like how to do this better. There's only so much you can learn from books. I've learned a lot, but seriously. All right, so here it is, my dough. Very exciting. All right, now we want to divide this. We're gonna make 2 loaves. So you wanna divide this into just 2 equal parts. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it is very bubbly. So I don't wanna deflate it, right? I just want to gently divide it. You could measure it on a scale if you were really interested in getting your loaves the same size. I don't care. They're a little bit different. I'm not going to cook them at the same time because I'm going to cook them in a cast iron Dutch oven. So I'm just going to leave that there. All right, so now I'm going to shape it. Scary. Okay, so I want to get one, and I'm just going to very gently fold it over, kind of like a letter. Oh, this is very, very sticky. All right, so I have to use more flour than I thought. See, you just never know with bread. Now I'm gonna pull over the top, so I'm just gonna fold it 3 times, and then that's it. I'm really not gonna do much more to it, except I'm gonna do what's called the gluten cloak. I think that's what it's called. Which is I want to, this dough is too sticky for what I've got. It's fine, it'll be fine. This is where we just don't worry about it. More flour than I thought. Okay, so now we're going to just roll it around on, we don't want it too much flour because then you don't get any resistance when you're trying to do this part. But some days you need more than you think. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. Need a little more flour. And I have prepared these bowls for them to rise. So after you get your very tight cover, like your gluten cloak, then you pick them up. Oh, it's so sticky. And you put them upside down into your bowl. And you just pinch this edge. It's called stitching up your dough. And then you do need a bowl for it to rise because it is such a wet dough. So that's one. Let's see if I can do the other one a little bit better. More flour today. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. All right, so fold it over the first time. Oh, see, if you want something that's gonna guarantee to work, you don't do sourdough. You're just never guaranteed. I've got nice puffs though, so even sourdough that doesn't work out so well, it's still delicious, so I don't care. I like doing it. Okay, so now we're gonna do that technique of sort of pulling it. This one's not gonna be beautiful. I am not a beautiful baker. It's fine, it's all fine. Okay, I did more flour, that was better for all you keeping track at home. Again, you're gonna turn it upside down into your bowl. Stitch the bottom together so that it stays. See, I have too much flour, and so it's not really wanting to stay together, but it doesn't matter. It'll work out. Okay. I don't know if you could see that part. So there you have it, upside down in its little bed here. It's gonna a little rest for the second rising. See, if you want it quickly, this is why you just don't do sourdough. Okay, so now I'm gonna dust the tops with a little bit of flour just so that the towels don't stick to it. And they are gonna be wrapped up nicely. They're gonna go back into the proofing oven for, who knows? I don't know how long. Let's start with an hour. They're gonna rise at least 2 more hours, but I'm gonna do 1 hour and then I'm gonna preheat my oven for at least an hour before I bake. So, see you in a bit.